Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and today's video is going to be my TBR for Nicole's Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween Readathon. So I've already announced a video talking about the different prompts. Now I'm going to go through and look for books for each different prompt. So sometimes I'll do like some audiobooks and then ebooks and paperback books or like physical books. I am not in my RV where I'm usually at. I'm in the activity center area of this RV park that we're at for the next 6 months. And let me show you this awesome park situation we got going on as far as books. So usually like some campgrounds will have like a lending library, but check this out. We got paperbacks. Hold on. They start there. Paperbacks, they come over here and they're in alphabetical order, and then we got a box down here. There's a box of like duplicates to help yourself. We got this is new books here, and then we have westerns, romance novels. So if I'm doing like a romance readathon, which I am currently this month, but if I was doing it for next month for October, I could go there. Then over here, we got a new section, letter A through Z, but these are all hardbacks. So these ask you to bring back before you leave. Paperbacks you can keep, and trade off or whatever. And then right here, we have biographies. And then we have some like history type stuff. But I thought it'd be fun for me to go through and try to find books here that I could do for the Spooky Scary Skeleton Readathon. See if I could get like 2 to 3 or maybe 4 books, and then I do half physical, half ebook. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Let's hope this turns out like I want it to. So I'm going to put in my earbuds and then go around. But I thought I would start with telling you the first prompt is to read a classic, which is 30 years old or more. And this library had this book, the original unabridged version with some illustrations in it. Let me see if I can find one for you guys to look at. So like illustrations. So, and it's on bright white paper, not typically what I would use to like what I like to read from, but I've never actually read Dracula, so I thought October would be a perfect time to do that. And I have a feeling that this book would probably apply to more than one readathon if I choose to do more than one readathon, but this one we're just talking about Nicole's Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween Readathon. So that's prompt number 1, read a classic, Dracula. Okay, so prompt number 2 is to read a fiction or nonfiction book about a serial killer. So there's I know there's plenty of books about like serial killers that have serial killers in them, but I'm kind of hoping to see if I can find one that's like a biography of a serial killer. So I'm going to see what I can find here, and then I'll let you know what we have. What? This is so cool. It's not a book I would read, but that's my dad's name, Steve Allen. Well, what's his name? He's no longer living, but I just thought that was a interesting thing. Edit it out anyway. It's fine. Let's see. See if I can find any. If I can't find one here, I do have an option for an ebook. But like I said, I want to try to find them here. What a serial killer. What's James Patterson, right? James Patterson usually has novels with serial killers in them, like the Murder Club one. That's usually a silly serial killer thing. Let's see here. Let's see. Maybe I'm dumb and I can't find anything. That's pretty lame. Serial killer. Maybe something different. Let's see. This is gonna be weird if I can't find anything. Maybe this is not the best idea. Like, let's just randomly look and we'll find one magically. It's not like a library. I really like this because there's lots to choose from. And some of these books my daughter could read too. My son not so much, but I do have books that we can donate to the library, so that'll be neat for people to partake in. I don't even know. Like, what the heck? How do I find a... I don't know. I'm reading some of these books. The In Death series by J.J. Robb, which is actually Nora Roberts. I don't think it's actually serial killer. Like that. Now, let's see. I'm gonna get down here on the floor. I've never actually done a video like this where it's all like, let's walk around. This might be hard. I didn't think this would be hard to find a one with a serial killer in it. Weird. I don't know. All right. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm gonna pick out this one by James Patterson and Liza Markland. It's called The Postcard Killers. NYP detective by the name of Jacob, who is on a tour of Europe's most gorgeous cities, but the sights aren't what draw him. He sees each museum, each cathedral, and each cafe through the eyes of his daughter's killer. Cannon's daughter, Kimmy, and her boyfriend were murdered while on vacation in Rome. Since then, young couples in Paris, Copenhagen, Frankfurt, and Stockholm have been found dead. Little connects the murders other than a postcard to the local newspaper that precedes each new victim. Now, Cannon teams up with the Swedish reporter, who has just received a postcard in Stockholm, and they think they know where the next victim will be. And so that's what I think I'm going to read for my serial killer one. Yep. On to the next one. All right, so prompt number 3 is to read a book with orange on the cover, orange in the title. Now, this could be pretty much anything. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be a Halloween one. But I think I would like it to be. Yeah, you could double up on these prompts, but I think it would be fun if I can find 8 different ones. That'd be really cool if I could do that. I also don't want every single book to be the longest book ever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want every single book to take me like 16 million years to read. But orange on the cover. Let's see. See what jumps out at me here. I'm horrible holding camera. I'm pretty sure I could find one that is fall type weather setting. Orange on the cover, orange in the title. I'll be back. Okay, so I didn't find like a cover that was orange cover, orange in the title that I really wanted to read. There's a couple of Danielle Steele ones, but I wanted to like more fall themed. So I'm going to skip that one for now. I'm going to come back to it at the end when I go through my ebooks, and I'll pick one from there. Plus, I've Kindle Unlimited, so I might be able to find one there. The next one has ghost or ghouls in the book. And when I was looking around for my orange one, I found this one. The Ghost of Tupelo Landing. It's a middle grade YA book, but it says Miss Mo Lobo, one half of the probably world famous Desperado Detective Society agency, is back. She and her fellow Desperado, Dale, went famous for about a week over the summer when they solved a murder in their hometown of Tupelo Landing, population 148 minus 1 because of the murder. Now 6th grade has started and it's back to being regular, but regular doesn't come easy to a girl like Mo. I'm going to read this one. Plus, I think my daughter might like reading it too. So I have 3 so far. The next one is the main character is a witch. I'm definitely gonna, I have like a whole big collection on my Kindle of witch books. And then it's nonfiction or fiction set in October or about Halloween. And then we also have one where the word orange is on the cover or it has an orange cover. Should I do? I have to think about that one. And then a thriller novel by a new to you author. And then I need a book with a black cover. New to you author, thriller, new to you author, and a book with a black cover. I'm going... I don't think that's black enough. Like, how black does it need to be for it to count? Interesting. How much of a black cover? Because if I wanted to do a classic book, I could do a... Got it. Forgot I found this one when I was looking. Also, black cover. Now, if I run out of time, I can count this for has ghouls in it and a black cover. But if I have time, I'd like to read this one and the other one. But it might be doubled. We'll see. And then a thriller by a new to you author. Let's see here. A thriller. That'd be hard. Well, let's take a look here at these books that I have, and then I'm going to make a decision if I'm going to keep looking for... Well, I did say 4 and 4. So I got Ghost Stories, which is a collection of chilling supernatural tales that is a black cover. Because when you take the cover off, it's black. Okay. Then I have this one, which has ghouls in it. Then I have this one, which is the thriller. Is it a thriller? Serial killer. There you go. And then this one, which is a classic. So I think those 4 books I'm going to read, and then I'll have 4 other books that are like ebook or audiobook. Now I'm going to try to edit this nicely, and we'll see what comes out of it. All right, so as you can see, I'm not out in the building anymore, but it's also the next day. It's hot in here. I'm not used to humidity. It's fine. So for my next options for titles of books, I thought about doing 4 and 4, but I realized when I picked out one of the books, it also counted for another prompt. So the book that I'm going to be using for orange on the cover or orange on the title, and also takes place at Halloween or in the month of October, is going to be Pumpkins and Promises. The cover's right here. I found it in my Kindle library, which means I probably got it like on a free Kindle e-reader day, most likely, because it's not a Kindle Unlimited book. Okay, and then for a book that has witch as a main character, it's going to be this book, New Witch on the Block. It's pretty, it's purple, and a witch is a main character, so why not? And finally, a thriller by an author you've never heard of before. So I'm not familiar with all the authors out there, so I picked one that I haven't seen being blasted about online, and one I've never read from before. And the book that I came up with is this one, Watched by Cindy Hoga. That has been in my Kindle library for a while. I have over 1,200 titles. So those are the titles I picked for my ebooks. And so let's just recap here the prompts and what I'm using in case you lost track. Now I'm sitting outside our camping spot where we'll be for the next several months of our lives. So as for a recap, for the Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween Readathon, the 8 books and prompts I have are as follows. Prompt number 1, read a classic horror novel. I have Dracula. Prompt number 2, fiction or nonfiction about a serial killer. I'm going to be reading Postcard Killers by James Patterson and Liza Markland. I have it written down, so if I'm looking down, that's why. Prompt number 3 is has an orange cover or the word orange on the cover. I will be reading Pumpkins and Promises by L. Rush. I will be also using that book for a nonfiction or fiction set in October or about Halloween, because it takes place in October and there's Halloween in the book. Prompt number 4, Ghost or Ghouls in the book. I will be reading Ghost of the Tupelo Landing by Sheila Turnage. Next prompt I will be discussing is main character is a witch. I'll be reading A New Witch on the Block by Louisa West. So then the next book is a thriller novel by a new to you author. I'll be reading Watch by Cindy M. Hoga. And then I have a black cover. I picked up a book that has several, I think it's like 20 different classic ghost stories in it. And I realized once I made this TBR list that, oh my god, I got an ant on me. I'm over this. I realized it might be a lot of reading for me. So if I need to, I could use either the thriller or the Dracula book as a black cover. But I also think if I read like 1 or 2 of the short stories a night, then I might be able to get through it. So those are the titles, the covers, and the prompts. I know this isn't your typical TBR video where I sit down and this is readathon, and this is my TBR, and have a good day, short and sweet, but I thought I'd do something a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit out of the box. So if you liked this sort of thing, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more of these lovely videos of mine, please hit the subscribe button. I am hoping to take part in more TBR videos and readathons and do more reading vlogs. Yes, I'm still writing my books, but I am liking the reader side of things, so that's what I'm going to be focusing this channel on more often than not. So again, hit the like, subscribe, and follow along as I try to read all these books in the month of October. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.